Hi, my name's Mark, and you're watching Half Dice Will Travel, and we're playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Let's do this. Okay, so welcome back to the aftermath of manslaughter in sewers. Phoenix and Hjaldur, you are the only two survivors of a gruesome combat between an intellect devourer and Grimshar, a devout halfling or half-orc. Halfling orc would be weird. Half-orc that tried to put up quite a resistance to you guys. Lost 3 of your party members already. Not a great way to start an adventure with. The current situation is that Flune is still waking up out of his trance that he was under. Hjaldur still over him, welcoming him to hell. Take it away from there. What do you guys want to do?
I was going over to Kagrin and Thaden after Flune woke up, so I'm probably still working on that.
Yeah, I think I was heading over.
I woke up Flune and then checked if they were alive, so...
Correct.
Yeah, but you determined that they were both.
Yeah. Is Grimshar's body still over there?
Yes. He's laying there further down the tunnel.
Hjaldur looks at Phoenix and he nudges the Flune and then goes over to investigate Grimshar.
Okay, what do you want to investigate?
Does this person items, symbols, any clue of what the hell's going on?
There's not so much a symbol besides the spellbook that he carries, and the Xanthar's emblem, the same that you've been following all the way through the dungeon.
I'm taking the book, and is the emblem on like his clothes or?
Yeah, it's just embroidered into his cloak.
So I use a dagger to cut it out and then wrap it around the book and put the book in my pack.
Okay.
Phoenix goes over to Kagrin, and she tries to like sort of pick him up so he's not in the mud, and wipes off his little face. And she takes his book, and she looks down at him and she just pats him and she says, "Don't worry, I know this was important to you, and I will keep it safe." And she takes his book and puts it in her pack. And then she goes over to Callie, and she's going to clean off her face as well of any like dirt and just blood and yuckiness, because she feels bad that she's just literally like face down in shit.
As you start wiping down her face, the skin color that you thought she had up until now reveals quite a different color that you've seen before, battling the Draugr right in the room before you entered this one. And as you start wiping her down more, you see that there is a completely different person under this charade of makeup.
So Hjaldur's eyes just go big, and he grabs his symbol and he goes, "Oh, you got some explaining to do, Allfather. You really do." And he goes back to...
Phoenix definitely looks puzzled. And I think she probably, after Hjaldur's reaction to the Draugr, I think she's probably trying to like make it so that he can't really see it. She's like, "Oh, nothing to see here. Just, okay, let's put some poop back on her face." Phoenix certainly wouldn't want Hjaldur doing anything to, like
Yeah.
mess up
As you're trying
her
to mend
body.
her again, her wig starts to move a bit as well. It just slides to the side a little bit, so it's like skewed on her corpse.
Oh, try to put this back. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I'll make sure you're
Not the
buried
prettiest
well.
sight. You end up with a semi-camouflaged Durgar. Pretty much.
So is Flune awake yet? Is
He is
fully...
waking up, yes. He's sitting in the middle of with his head just in his hands, murmuring and moaning.
I'm gonna try to help him up. So I'm assuming you're Flune.
I am, yes. Who is asking? Are you here to torture me?
No, the name's Hjaldur. I was sent here by Volo. Oh, that was a little thick. By Volo. Volo, you know the one.
Yeah, yes, I do, but what happened? Why is everybody dead?
Well, I was hoping you was gonna tell us. We fought like a giant half-orc and there was a squid face behind you. It was a whole thing, man. What happened?
I don't remember. They jumped me and they knocked me out, and the next thing I knew I was here. He did things to my brain.
What things did he do? What did they want from you?
A stone. He kept asking about a stone.
What stone?
The stone of galore.
Galore?
And something about my father, but it wasn't my father. He kept asking about a vault of money. But it was from Lord Neverember. It was my father.
Didn't we? Didn't we find a Neverember? It sounds
Yeah, we
familiar.
spoke to him in the town. So, Flune, did they know who you are?
I think they mistook me for Neverember, son.
Yeah, I guess we met him. What's his name again? Urim Neverember.
Rainer.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's Rainer.
Rainer.
I read my notes wrong.
That's right, Rainier. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Wouter, did they? I mean, because we've met Neverember and now we've met Flune. Do they look similar?
Yes.
Oh, they do. Okay.
They could be twins.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's weird. So, simple question: is this guy telling the truth?
Maybe insight.
That's a 9.
You reckon he is? And did you roll that to yourself?
I accidentally did.
I figured, since it was not popping up on my chat screen.
Okay, so I did help him up. Is he up?
Yes.
Okay, Flune, take a moment to catch your breath. Just lean against the wall or something. Guard my dead friend.
He gets a little bit uneasy around.
Yeah, I figured as much. I want to take a look up on the pedestal here, where we saw the thing before
The throne?
poofed into the room. Yeah.
Sure. What do you want to take a look at?
What kind of throne is it? Where's it from? Cultural significance, maybe history significance. Historic.
It's not very.
Is it special in
It's
any
very
way?
roughly hewn. It doesn't hold any religious. It's made out of solid stone. There's not. It resembles more of a stone chair there, but bulky than an actual throne.
Is it as old as the part of the sewers are in, or?
No. It's been put there at least in the past decade. It's been there a while. It's not brand new. There are no sigils or anything. But as you walk around it, you notice that right behind it, tucked into a small crevice, is a small wooden chest.
I take out the chest without checking for traps, because that's Callie's job, and she's dead.
Click. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I can look for traps.
It's not trapped. I'm already holding it.
Phoenix, I found something. And I show her the box.
It's a box.
Is it a locked box?
You try and open it?
Yes.
Then no, it's not a lockbox.
What's in the box?
There are two potions, red ones, 16 gold pieces, 82 silver pieces, and 250 copper pieces.
That would have been useful a while ago. I'm gonna hand Phoenix a potion and put the box in my backpack.
Okay.
Okay,
Including rest of contents.
Yeah, but not pouring it out. So it's in the box still.
Yeah.
Health potion goes on the belt. Money's still in the box.
Yep.
And the other health potion goes to Phoenix. And we can sort it out later.
Yep.
Sounds good. Phoenix does want to go over to Thaden before we leave and just kind of take a moment. He was always so nice to her, and she just kind of blew him off. Like everybody else in her life. Okay, then yeah. Phoenix is gonna try to find the coin.
Are you seriously looting them now?
I'm not looting him, but I think it has to do with his god, and I thought it might be nice to use it when we bury him.
Ah, well, yeah, that's a nice sentiment, I guess. Now listen, I'm all up for taking the dead out of here and giving him a nice burial, but maybe we should investigate a little further. I mean, Squidface could be behind the door, or, I mean...
Just be careful.
The humming stops.
You don't look great, and I'm not feeling wonderful myself.
Yeah, well, this is my pretty face and all, but, yeah. I mean, I'm not feeling amazing, all with the dead and the sewers and stuff, but, I mean, there's squid things in my sewers, doing all sorts of shit. And I'm not just gonna walk out without knowing what's going on. So, Flune, how you hanging, buddy? Still alive?
He just lifts his finger.
Good. Hold on a bit longer, lad. We're gonna take you out of here. And I try for the door.
They swing open with relative ease. And before you opens a room, which is pretty much empty. And in the middle of it is a stone pillar carved with a small symbol, a perfect circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating outward from its circumference. In the middle of the circle is a small circular indentation that bears a passing resemblance to an eye.
I'm sorry, to what eye?
Lidless.
So, do you have any idea what this is?
I don't know, Hjaldur, would I?
You could try and roll an Arcana for it.
Okay. Did that go through? 22?
Yep. You reckon it is some form of a teleportation device, but it requires an activation mechanism, like a stone or an amulet or something that's charged with the pillar.
Yeah, Hjaldur, I think that this might have something to do with teleport, but it's not complete. What was, Flune was saying something about a stone? Maybe? I don't, my sister is the wizard. I've just read about this stuff. I'm not as good as she is, but that's what I think it might be.
Well, then maybe we should go ask her. Well, not now, but so Wouter, there's a pillar in the middle of this circle thing.
Yes.
How sturdy does that pillar look?
Any regular stone pillar. Depends on how broken you want to get it.
As not to be as easily used. Swipe a bit off the top with my magic hammer.
You reckon you need quite a couple of swings to break the arcane energy that resonates inside.
Okay, then I'm not gonna attempt it. Okay, so Squid Face is gone.
Yeah, and I'm starting to get a little nervous down here. I mean, we are just two people that are not in great shape with an injured person and 3 dead bodies.
We're not gonna delve any deeper. I just wanted to check what was going on here. Okay, let's leave. And I grabbed Thaden and I'm walking out.
Flune, I know you're weak, but do you think you could try to help us carry the little halfling out? He doesn't weigh that much.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, try.
Come on, lad. Let's look at this as payment for saving your sorry ass. Pick up the little one and follow me.
He's completely out of balance as he stumbles over to Kagran. You see that he's clearly a form of healing. He tries to lift Kagran, but barely manages. And if he even gets him off the ground, he almost as quickly falls over again, scraping open the dust underneath.
Well,
This is just the worst.
I can probably take
I feed him.
Callie.
I feed him my potion.
Okay. Yeah. You want to roll it?
Sure. There you go. 12 hit points.
I think he needs that much.
Best healing potion ever.
I was gonna say, that was ridiculous.
So too much. There you go. You see the vague eye wash that he has just clear up, and he becomes completely again. His mind clears of any boggling that was going on there. His physical wounds start healing up. He looks up at you, immediately starts hugging you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm forever. Thank you.
So, Hjaldur just pats him on the back, then shoves him off a bit and goes, "Yeah, suppose you're welcome." And he clears a blood clot out of his nose, which just starts bleeding again. Like, yeah, we should get out.
Immediately grabs a part of his shirt and starts like.
Oh God! Oh please no! Let's just go. It's fine. I mean, you're the worst.
All right. Well, Hjaldur, I can take Callie if you can grab Thaden, and then perhaps Flune can carry Kagran for us. We can get them buried properly. It's the least we can do.
We could, yeah. I suppose. And as Hjaldur walks out with carrying Thaden, he looks at Kelly, he just goes, "Oh, it's such a shame." And he walks off.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna move your tokens, presuming the fact that you are carrying the bodies right now.
Yep.
Okay. What will be your marching order heading down this pipe?
That looks good.
Yeah, I suppose this is it. Well, maybe Flune should be in the middle.
Yeah, maybe Flune in the middle.
Okay.
I mean, I have a meat shield if I need one. It's terrible.
And
Did Flune arm himself with any of the weapons laying around?
let's presume he has. Yeah.
Okay. Well, otherwise I would have given him something to stab at any potential enemies.
Well, yes, clearly from your artwork, you apparently have all sorts of weapons.
Let's see. Hjaldur. Your passive perception is.
Not as high as I would want it to be.
I get that. 13.
Yeah, let me just check. 13, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so as you're throtting the sewage water again, roughly about, oh, not even roughly, I can just measure it. About 50 feet in the pipe, you hear the same sound of people coming towards you in the same pipe. What do you do?
What kind of sounds are they making?
Fast trotting nearly.
So hasted sounds coming toward us.
Yes, you reckon by the sound of it, it's more than one, but less than 5.
Okay, so oh, we're stuck in the pipe, aren't we?
Yeah.
And you're carrying 3 bodies.
Yeah, we're fucked. Okay, I gently put down Thaden, and I assume a battle position.
Yeah, Phoenix is
I
gonna
look over my shoulder and I say, "Well, this is gonna."
Phoenix does the same. She's gonna gently put down Callie, and she's gonna tell Flune, like, if you're not good in a fight, just try to keep yourself safe. I don't know what to expect, but I'm assuming it's not gonna be good.
Flune backs up, he squeezes between you and the pipe, and holds that blade with both hands, shaking in front of him, being as brave as he thinks he can be. From the other side,
I'm gonna be semi smart about it and not ready in attack, but ready. I'm dodge actioning. So
sure.
just shield up and like, oh shit.
Yeah, and Phoenix is kind of behind Hjaldur. She sees that his shield is up, so she's gonna kind of be behind him because she knows that if anything goes down, I mean, she's a caster, so.
Fine by me. Okay, so Hjaldur, you take the dodge action. Flune is holding his blade in front of his face, scared as fuck. Phoenix, what do you do?
I'm kind of crouched down, sort of like behind Hjaldur, since he's got like the shield and the mass, and I'm just paying attention in case I need to let off an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So as you peer your eyes into the darkness, emerges a pretty bulky figure. And what you see is click. Mark, please describe your new character.
Well, you see a half-orc male, and he is in a black karate gi, and he is holding aloft a katana sword. And he motions to the rest of the people behind him to stop, as his eyes lock on the group of you.
Okay. Right behind him, you see character. Please describe your character.
You see you're not quite sure, actually. You think, is that a dryad? No, no, surely not a dryad in the sewer. But possibly. Skinny, normal-sized elf, pale green skin. You see some vines traveling up and down her extremities. She is holding a bow and looking very, very nervous. And her purple and white hair is still surprisingly elegantly put together for someone who looks so frazzled.
Okay. And even behind her, you see the appearance of Core's new character.
Keeping in the apparent theme that we decided on of people with skin tones that aren't natural, you see a blue-skinned humanoid with long, wavy white hair. He's covered in jagged black tattoos contrasted by swirly white tattoos. And he is wielding a very rotten-looking wooden staff that's covered in moss and worms at the tip of it. He is also wearing moss kilt, and there is a little bit of a dark purple cloud sort of slowly flowing off from him.
Okay. So Mark, you a group on the other side of the tunnel. Sure, so do you. What do you guys want to do?
Before I react, how common-ish are these races in Waterdeep?
The first two are pretty common.
Okay, so I do recognize her as being an elf and a half.
Yes.
And then a Clued.
You may have seen some once at a carnival or in a mystical place, but it's not a very common.
Upon seeing the dwarf in the front there, Nim's just gonna reach his arm out and cast Gust, which, as he does so, his white tattoos glow briefly. And so I'm gonna need a strength save from Hjaldur.
Strength save. Yeah. Wait, do dwarves still have that you can't shove me ability, or is it gone?
Wow, you're a dwarf.
God damn it. I can't remember. Because there's a dwarven armor that does it. And it used to be an ability that you can shove him, yes, or not at all. Or they have advantage or something.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Well, then I'm just gonna die.
I mean, you're short. He could just miss you.
Nope, that's a natural 1.
It doesn't do any damage, luckily for you. It just pushes you 10 feet backwards. Oh, 5 feet backwards.
Tools, stone cutting, languages, separations. Nope. You have resilience on poison. And poison damage, but not.
Okay, so it's just on the dwarven items then. Okay, so I get shoved back. And I go, okay, lads, they're hostile, they're casting shit at me, just ready.
You do not look like members of the Xanthar Guild. Who are you?
I think we should probably be asking you that since you're the one attacking us as we're dragging our dead comrades behind us.
We have lost some lives as well.
I didn't realize those were your friends.
I do
Okay.
not know these
All right,
people.
well-
So listen up. I mean, I just had a hell of a day. I just want to get out of here with my friends, and you can just go on, do whatever you want to do.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. It seems like we might all be in the same position here. So why don't we all continue on? We want to leave the sewer. I don't know about you. We're on our way
Well,
out.
Well,
The way
Okay.
out
I
is
mean,
behind you.
which one of you just attacked us? Because I feel like I could do without leaving the sewer with you.
Isn't that guy in the middle there the guy that we're looking for?
Phoenix will stand very protectively in front of Flune. You will not hurt this man.
Flune, and I yell out Flune and see if he looks.
We're not gonna hurt him because we
He-
need to take him alive.
He does look like he does peer.
Yeah, I think that's
I
him.
think that looks like him.
So y'all
We
go
were
on the
hired-
shoulder.
We were
And he says-
hired by a man named Volo to find this human.
Well, that doesn't make any sense because we were hired by a man named Volo to find this human. Oh, and look, we found him. So please step aside.
I mean, we found him too.
No,
He's right
you
there.
found
Yeah,
us.
you found him.
We found him.
Right there. Right.
But,
well,
by
you know, I have to say,
consequence,
no
we
harm.
found him.
No harm done. Seems to be so.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. We have 3 dead friends with us, so I certainly wouldn't say
I meant-
no harm was done.
I mean, it's not a competition. We have
Meant
2
on
dead friends.
I see no
yeah,
dead.
We just
Sorry.
Don't have them. We just don't have them with us. Couldn't bring them with us.
We
Long
we
story
didn't
short,
bring
people
them with
following us. We should probably leave.
It appears we have both been hired to do the same mission.
Yeah. Well,
I'm still not sure I trust these people. How do we know that you were hired by Volo?
I mean,
Yes, what
we've
assurance can you give
rescued
us?
Flune, we healed him up, and now we are bringing him to safety. You are the ones who
Or
attacked
you
us.
You kidnapped him, and you're the ones who kidnapped him, and that's why you're in the place where
Wait,
we were looking for
I
you.
can prove it. Did Volo also give you this ridiculous book?
Okay, yeah, they're with Volo. I pull out my copy of.
He must have hired
Yeah.
us after you.
He gave us all 3 books, autographed as well.
I
Yeah.
don't know
Was
why
this
I
him?
kept
And
this.
I cast minor illusion and I create a tiny little Volo in my hand to show that I know what he looks like.
Well,
Spot
that's
on.
definitely Volo. Okay, so we problem. You say you have people following you.
There are many enemies about there, young dwarf.
Well,
You don't happen to know another way out of here,
so
do you?
thing is, the only way out we know of is behind you, and there's also not like friendly people behind us.
I mean, they weren't very close behind us. We might be good doubling back if it's not too
It's
far,
possible.
but
We may have lost
Perhaps
them.
we should
were
join
running hard.
forces.
I mean, we'll help
Well,
you
I'm not letting
survive
Flune out of my
escaping.
Let's
sight.
let's just get out of here together. Go see Volo, and we'll figure it out with him.
All right, I'm gonna try to get closer to Flune and ask if he's all right.
Please stay back. You attacked us, and we don't know who you are, so you need to back away from our person that we are rescuing, okay? You were the ones who were hostile,
If
not
I
us.
attacked you, you would know it.
Well,
Alright,
Phoenix,
alright.
I have to be fair. It was more like a push. I mean, uncomfortable and a bit degrading, but not hurtful at least.
I was
Yeah, I
trying
didn't-
to keep his distance away from us until I knew what was going on.
Well, you could have.
You
just
know,
stopped
there's this
moving
thing
towards
called
us
a
then.
mouth, and you can use it to say words.
Do you want me to apologize? Because I will apologize if that's what you want.
I just want you to keep
I
a
will-
little bit of a distance.
Perfect.
I have already backed away
Wonderful.
from the scary lady, but I am trying to catch Flune's eye to kind of give him the, you all right, nod? Yeah.
He's probably the most fit of all of us.
Yeah, I know. We just healed him for all the points.
While we sit here and argue, we may attract more enemies. Perhaps you should follow us and we will escort you to safety.
Oh, Phoenix, I have to say, I'm starting to like this guy.
Grumek's right. We need to hurry.
Yeah, lead on, green one. Oh, wait, yeah, I'm talking to the big fella. Yeah.
I will lead then. So Grumak
whichever-
would like to sneak ahead of the party and be on the lookout to see if anything was following them from the tunnels they came through.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. So my passive is 15, and then I'm gonna roll for you a
18.
correct.
Okay. You do not find or hear anything close to a chasing party. However, after a couple of minutes, you reach the three-way intersection body of a gazer lying near a ladder.
A letter?
Ladder.
Oh, ladder. Ladder.
Everyone, be careful. Those things are dangerous. Is it
Is
it alive?
No, it appears to be dead.
Wait, it's a ladder, right?
Never mind.
No,
The-
the
Yeah, the ladder. Is the ladder dead?
That's what I was
Yes,
like,
it
ladders
is.
are dangerous?
An
But I don't understand your new
inanimate
character.
object.
They could be.
All right, this is the way out.
It could be a
Yes.
mimic.
I attacked the gazebo.
I
Yeah,
attacked the
exactly.
gazebo.
I was thinking, like, is she going full gazebo?
I know. I was like, I don't understand her new character. Wait a minute. Is she afraid of like wood that's dead? I don't.
She can come to my
I
house.
think
My wood's been
think
dead
what
for
she's
years.
talking about is this eyeball creature on the ground.
Yes, thank
Oh
you.
yeah, we killed
thank
that
you
on
for
the way in here.
Well done, Master Dwarf.
Well done.
Yes, I'm proud of you.
Good job, you.
Actually, I think
Looks like it put
I
up a
killed
real
it.
fight.
sure.
Right. So who feels strong? Wants to climb this ladder and the top off for us, huh?
Do we know
Nim's
what is up
already-
that ladder?
Nim's already going up the ladder.
Help me, do
Gotta be
we
better
know
than
what's up the
down
ladder?
here.
Isn't it the
Nope.
It's not the one we went up that had the
Isn't this the one we peered through into the building?
and there was like a kitchen or like a pantry? Was that not this ladder?
Oh yeah, that's this one.
Okay.
I
Nim's already
wouldn't
going
know,
up the
girl.
ladder while they're deliberating.
Yeah. No, it's not something I say out loud. It's something I'm, as a player, thinking.
Yeah.
So as you're climbing up, I'm like, oh, that one goes into a pantry of some room. It could be affiliated with the Zentarim.
But it's the way out the sewer. And I
Yeah,
continue.
but could be a way into an entirely new shithole.
Do you
I
know?
could do with a little payback on this Zentarum. If they're up there, I will
Me
crush
too,
them.
Grumak, me too.
This is true.
Grumak will
Well done,
follow
Catelyn.
Nim up the ladder quickly.
I'll follow as well.
Okay,
After
so as you push open the metal cover, what appears to be a cellar pantry. There's a lot of food, a lot of barrels, a lot of objects you reckon could be used to run a restaurant or an inn.
Are there
Hjaldur.
doors?
There's a staircase leading up.
Hjaldur, if
What's
you
the,
oh, sorry.
No, you go.
Hjaldur, if you want to climb up first, I can try to pass you up, Thaden and then Callie and then Kagren. You can. I think you're probably stronger than me as far as pulling.
Well, I suppose. Can I, like, put Théoden over my shoulders as like a backpack sort of situation.
And then tie his arms in.
Well, not exactly, but hold his arms with one arm as I kind of clamp. How the hell am I gonna do this?
For the dead. Have a little respect for the dead, please.
Yeah, I'm trying to take Théoden up as respectfully as I can. Not hoisting him with a rope.
Master Dwarf, if you climb up the ladder, we can lower a rope and pull them up one at a time.
Well,
I say down the hole.
I suppose I don't have a better solution. Is it safe up there?
I don't see anything up here besides pantries. You're not afraid of pantries, are you?
I'm starting to like him a bit less than the other one. And I climb up.
Okay.
If you send me down a rope, I can tie them.
I will send down a rope.
I will tie them.
Okay, so as you start tying up the body, dragging up, the people who are in the pantry, the faint sound of people about above you. And
Sounds like
at
company.
a certain moment, you even hear the faint sounds of music.
Sounds lovely. Does sound like an inn. As a bard, would I recognize the sounds as a pleasant, well-to-do, inn or establishment?
As you listen for roughly about a minute or 5 to bits and blobs of the music above you, you start recognizing parts of a song that you used to play yourself.
Well, as I stand there, as they're lifting up all the bodies, I'll be, just making sure no one's coming, kind of half cocked with my bow, keeping an ear out and just saying, it sounds like a lively place. I mean, they're playing a nice tune. It's one of my old favorites.
So as Hjaldur's hoisting the rope, says, "Alright, even the bad guys have fun."
Well, if they're having a party, we should be able to get out unscathed.
So, as the last body comes up, the door above the stairway opens up. Light falls into the pantry, opening up an entire new scene. All the colors start to become more apparent. You see all the shapes that were shadows before now turn into breads, wines, sausages. The entire pantry fills with heat as a large warmth just drops down, nearly as a gust of wind in your face. And the sewer that you came out of feels that much more cooler now that you're up there. For some reason, the smells start to become more apparent. It smells like food. The sound coming with the light, it's an in operation up there. And you see the footsteps of quite a set man with a white white linen pants and a skirt in front of him, just walking down the stairs. He notices you. He notices all of you.
Phoenix and Flune are probably still in the sewer because I was tossing the bodies up.
Okay. He notices whoever's in the pantry. Bows his head down, moves over to the sausage, grabs one, turns around, moves back up, closes the door again.
Hjaldur just stands there and tries to look as much like a cheese as he can.
Anyone else feel like he was used to just seeing strange things down here?
Well, I'd imagine running an inn that connects directly to the sewer through your pantry is...
I don't think we're going to have trouble leaving this place. So there's that.
I'm pretty sure we can just walk out of here.
Yeah, I think we could just walk right through, probably stop and get a bite to eat as well.
Hey, Hjaldur? I'm gonna send Flume up now, and I'm gonna come up behind him. Will you just stay up top in case he needs help getting out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I do that.
Okay, there's all weird stuff going on here. I mean, it's just... I've lived there for a while, but it's just a weird city. And
I'm not sure I like it.
It is certainly a weird city. I guess it's just I've gotten used to it, I guess.
Well, now that we've got
One
the
day,
bodies
I'm
up,
sure an orc horde will destroy the place. Till then,
Always
a-
the optimist.
This is a pleasant
you know,
fella.
funny story.
Yeah.
Orcs have actually tried before. Didn't end well.
several times.
Never ends well. Well, now that we've got the bodies up, who's ready to chance this in and hope it's a fine, upstanding establishment?
Eliana, you don't think you could go through first and try and make a distraction, assuming that it's not something shadier than we're expecting?
I
You
could
seem to
certainly
be
try.
somewhat capable of drawing a crowd.
I can certainly try, as long as you promise not to leave me behind if things go south.
Sure.
Oh, that sounded trustworthy. All right, I will put my bow away, unnock my arrow, put that away in my quiver, take out my lyre and have that ready in hand. And I want to go up the stairs. I'm going to open the door and just stroll through, already playing, begin singing a song and try to assess what's going on and walk quickly away from the door so that my friends can hopefully come in undetected behind me.
Okay.
I'm
So
trying to like make a grand entrance, like I have arrived.
the
From the
moment that
pantry,
you
though.
step into the room, you notice that you are standing in the tap room of the Spouting Fish, quite a renowned tavern in the Dock Ward, but not renowned for positive things, but more for the fact that it's quite a shady tavern. Houses a lot of black market dealers, murderers for hire, assassins, contract killers, people who do your dirty work, handman, like the most down earth people of the city could be found there. With very, very shady jobs. The moment that you step in and you start playing your song, um, quite some people look at you with quite an angry eye because there's already a bard playing music on the stage. At first, they think you're part of the act, but since you're playing a completely different song, they soon realize you're not.
I mean,
Um,
didn't you say
I
she
would-
knew the song they were playing?
I would, no, I would be playing that same song then. I would be
Okay,
trying.
so you're
I should,
you're
I would be
joining
trying to
in.
harmonize. Yeah, I would be trying to
Okay.
harmonize with
In that
the
case,
person on stage.
okay, so in that case, people are looking at you, and as you start playing your song, they think you're part of the act. And you get two options. You can either make your way to the stage and play along. The bard there, who's playing the current song, is thoroughly surprised by your appearance. Or there's a pretty clean exit towards the door.
I will, since I'm supposed to be the distraction, I guess, walk up towards the stage, throwing one arm in the door, scooping, indicating to my friends to, GTFO, towards the, the door that I see leading out. But coming through, I will be trying to make a show of it and going up to the stage, nodding at the other bard and just playing along best I can, trying to draw as many eyes as possible.
Okay,
Well,
make
I
me a
suppose that's our
performance.
cue.
Are you quite sure that these friends of yours?
You cut out there, Mark.
What?
Yeah.
I say to the dwarf and the horned woman, are you quite sure these friends of yours are dead?
Yeah, we checked. We checked
Yeah,
like
we checked.
like a bunch.
I'm sorry about that. but perhaps we can pretend that they're drunk. Throw them over our shoulder and be like, nothing to see here, just taking our drunk friends home.
Sure thing, Group.
Sure, I'm gonna prop Callie up, kind of try to put her arm around my shoulder like she's really drunk, and I will cast Taumaturgy to try to make it sound like she's going like.
Look, I don't want to burst your bubble, but this shady lot knows that we're coming out of the sewers and we did some shady shit. So I just say, no attention, straight at the door, keep your face up there. Flune, cover it or something, because I'm pretty sure other people are looking for you. And
I go on the.
get out.
I take Callie's other arm and join Phoenix.
Okay, Flune doesn't really have anything.
Can
besides
Phoenix
his clothes.
put her cloak on Flune?
Sure.
All right, so she just quickly takes her cloak off and puts it around Flune and puts the hood up over him.
Sure.
We should probably hurry before our distraction.
Yeah, let's
stops
just
from
shove off.
distracting.
All right, we'll take the small
Oh, I
one
just
and
saw
take
her
the skinny
revolve.
one.
Okay, so as you guys start emerging from the pantry, Nicole, as you make your way over to the stage, you do not find yourself completely in tune with the music. And at some point, somebody scoots its chair back, bumps into you. You fall over, tearing one of the snares of your instrument, and horribly wounding your vocal cords for about 2 seconds as you unleash a hollowing in the middle of the song.
Wait, what did you roll?
A one.
Well, I did.
Best distraction ever.
Distracting.
Technically, it's still a 6, but I rolled a 1.
So this could easily be counted as one of your best performances ever, since it's your first one. So yeah, there you are with a broken instrument on the floor, messing up a song with hollowing sounds.
We're rushing
I
out the door
will-
behind this.
Yeah, I will jump to
Yeah,
my
I'm just
feet
running.
and look to see if my friends are
Gromax
already out
stops
the
in the
door.
middle of the room and goes, and points at her.
Yeah, I jump
A
up.
lot
doing
of the patrons join in.
I will then slowly just kind of, nodding and, so sorry, just kind of back out and then turn around and just run the fuck out the door.
Okay. And nobody appears to follow you or do anything weird. Most just go back to drinking and doing their business there. So you are now on the streets of Waterdeep, with 3 corpses on your neck.
We should probably take them to a burial place.
Alright, follow me
I
and I'll
thought
go away.
as well. I can probably help with that if anybody's having difficulty carrying, and I cast Unseen Servant to carry as many of the bodies as it can hold.
1 probably.
Then we'll have a floating corpse.
That's weird.
That's not better.
Okay, well then I won't. Never mind. Well, since I've already cast my Unseen Servant and he's there, I'll hand him my broken lyre because I don't want to look at it right now.
So there's a floating broken lyre just behind you.
Well, yeah, I'll kind of, tell him to walk right behind me, so it could be attached to my back if you looked really quickly.
Ding, ding,
So
ding.
seeing her sad face, Hjaldur goes over and says, okay, so this one's for free, but next time you're paying. And he casts mending on the lyre, and it's mended.
You took
Okay.
mending, but you didn't take spare the dying?
Oh,
No, screw that shit.
If you didn't take mending, the lyre would still be broken.
But if we take it, spare
I
the
can
dying, we'd
save
have.
your equipment, but not you.
I don't know why they're giving you a hard time. Thank you so much. This lyre means everything to me. I really appreciate that. So I take it back and I dismiss my unseen servant. Like, okay, don't need you. Bye.
As we're
Not
walking,
a problem. Just remember, for all your fixing needs, visit Hjaldur at the guild. Now, let's go.
as we're walking, carrying her dead friend, I turn to Phoenix and just kind of trying to talk through Callie. I'm like, look, I'm sorry about your friend, but I half of the people I've met in Waterdeep so far have tried to kill me, and especially being in the sewers, I wasn't sure who I could trust, so I'm sorry, or whatever.
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. The longer you stay in Waterdeep, the more people that are gonna try to kill you.
This place sounds fun to me.
Yeah, I figured.
Sounds exciting.
Pays to get a little scrappy.
Is it true, Master Dwarf, that every day you stay in Waterdeep, people try to murder you?
Well, I suppose depends where you go, but yeah.
Can you find me those locations?
Oh, yeah, we just left one.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Grumac, I think
Grumac, they were trying to. Two people died.
they
Five
succeeded.
people died.
Yeah. Out of
We
10,
should
that's half.
probably
That's not good.
try to find the bodies of our fallen comrades.
I'd go for a nap and a shower first.
We could get back there. I mean, they're not going anywhere.
These Xanthar Guild members must pay for what they've done.
Now there, I agree with you.
Master Dwarf, you said you knew the way to this burial ground.
Yeah, I was leading us there, I think.
Yeah, I think we're all just like walking behind him.
Wouter, are we there yet?
No. The moment you set foot on Ship Street with 3 corpses, city guards come rushing to you.
Oh, not this again.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Everything's fine. No need to panic.
Ma'am, you are carrying 3 corpses down a street in Waterdeep.
Technically, I'm not carrying any corpses. So let's just get that straight.
She is right.
We
She does
we
not
are
have any corpses.
we are in fact on our way to what I'm told is a very proper burial ground.
Please explain to us how they died, and please put your weapons to the floor.
They'll let you know.
I immediately comply, putting my weapons to the floor.
I also put
So,
my book.
City Watch, I'm with the git.
I sort
Give
of.
me a moment.
Phoenix and I have to kind of make eye contact and organize when we both put our weapons down because we both have either end of a corpse.
Yeah. I'm like one-handedly trying to take my weapons off.
Just like both like.
Yeah.
So I clean up the symbol. I go, sir, I'm with the guild. We ran into some troubles in the sewers trying to fight Flune over here. We were taking him back to Volo, but our companions, they were killed by smugglers and kobolds in the sewers. We ran into a huge amount of problem down there.
Please refrain from explaining. Just everybody put your weapons on the ground.
Didn't he just ask us to explain?
We'll call in a magister.
Oh no.
Oh, good. Magisters are good people.
Yeah, they tend to fix things right away.
Magisters
gonna
and Grumac don't seem to get along.
Well,
Mostly on Grumac's end.
Nobody gets along
was...
with magisters. It's just, but they do things just to...
Flune was kidnapped. We saved him. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry.
Okay, so after a couple of minutes, not that many minutes, it becomes relatively fast. one of the magisters in black robes comes up. He has his hands folded like this. He emanates some kind of calm, but also something creepy, almost necrotic. He's an elf, and he introduces himself as Ryfon Vance. He immediately starts casting a zone of truth around all of you.
What is he doing?
He's casting a zone of truth. It forces you to speak through. True.
Why would I lie, Master Dwarf?
We wouldn't. They're just checking that we're not lying.
He doesn't know us, Grumac, so he has to cast this just to make sure.
I see. Go ahead, Master. Magister, is it? Cast your spell on Grumac. See if he cares.
Does he? You're forced to say the truth now.
He's a little pissed off.
Okay, so as Ryfon finishes casting a spell, he leans over into Hjaldur's face and comes just a little bit too close inside your personal space.
Sucks to be him. I still smell like sewer.
I was gonna say we probably smell terrible.
I'm gonna try and gust some sewer stank at him when he's not looking.
Are you affiliated with one of the outlawed guilds?
No. I'm pretty
Are
sure I'm
you
not.
in any way responsible for the murder of the corpses that you are carrying with you?
No. No.
That was a tentative no for his own.
He's like, well, I mean, I didn't try to stabilize anybody, and I don't have spare the dying.
Yeah.
I perhaps took the wrong spell. I didn't know.
The guise of a healer, but
I suck at healing because I'm level 1, but that's not my fault, I guess.
I only spend all my healing points on NPCs instead of my friends.
This is true.
Grumac leans into the Magister and goes, he doesn't sound very confident. I'm trying to help you.
Well, lucky he's under a zone of truth, Grumac.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure I did not kill them or cause them to die.
He leans into Grumac. Are you affiliated with any of the outlawed groups?
You don't have to answer that, Grumac.
Well, I don't know any, so no.
Are you affiliated with the Xanatar's Guild?
He doesn't really sound confident. I'm also trying to help you.
He's not with Xanathar, he's with us. Yes, he's an
I'm
orc.
not from here, so I don't know what that is.
Affiliated with the Zentran?
Once again, I do not know who they are, so no.
Very well. Are you in any way, form, or shape responsible for the murder of the corpses that are currently here in our possession?
Certainly not. I found the corpses with these two.
Ah. He focuses completely on Phoenix.
And this is where we die.
I have seen your face before. You are a resident of Waterdeep. Now let me ask you, are you affiliated with one of the outlawed groups of Waterdeep?
Nope.
Are you in any way, shape, or form responsible for the murder of the corpses currently in our possession?
Definitely not.
Very well. And could you please explain to me why you are carrying around 3 corpses openly on the streets of Waterdeep?
I mean, it wasn't my preference, but I felt like they deserved a proper burial, so I didn't want to leave them down there. it seemed like dying and, decomposing in the poop with the rats was not a great way to go.
I mean, it's not all too different from decomposing in a box.
Nim, you're not helping. Shush.
Well,
We burn our
I'm
dead.
trying to help.
and I gestured to Théoden, and I say, this one I know is a religious type, and I just thought, he'd want to be laid to rest properly.
He turns to the city guards. I do not see any breach of the Code Legal. Have these corpses brought to the City of the Dead as once, and see to a proper burial. This case is closed. And he walks off.
That certainly could have taken longer.
Phoenix
He's
would,
lucky.
whoever's taking like the dead to be buried, Phoenix would make sure that they get their names.
The city guard is just going to transport them to the City of the Dead. But if you guys want to accompany the bodies to the City of the Dead, that's fine.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
I want to do that as well.
Makes sense.
So while you guys go have your burial, we're gonna rest up a bit. Let's say we meet at the Yawning Portal to get our compensation.
We should probably get this Flune back to Volo.
Well, we will take care of that since we are the one who rescued him. I guess I don't know what compensating you guys are looking for, but yeah, we'll take care of that. But you guys can go rest if you want, I guess, and maybe we'll see you around.
I think not there, horny girl.
How did you help?
Finding
We made sure you were safe on your way out.
We didn't find anything on our way out except for you. The only thing you did was possibly make everybody aware of our presence by singing terribly.
I helped
her.
with a distraction.
She was
All
a
right, I
diversion.
distracted
She did her
everyone.
part
I
beautifully. I
diverted
don't
their
know why you're
attention.
complaining.
Thank
Next
you.
time we need a distraction, maybe you should go sing terribly in front of everyone.
I mean, I don't think we needed a distraction at all. I think we could have just left.
We don't know that, and we can
We
never
don't
know
know
that.
that.
Look,
Some things are just meant to be unanswered.
Okay, well, either way, it's clear to me that you guys have no respect for the dead, but we do. So we're going to bury our friend, and then we will take Flune to Volo, and you guys can do whatever you want to do. Because we don't know
sorry
you.
I'm not prepared to mourn the death of the corpse that I have been helping lug through sewage for the last 20 minutes.
I mean, I was carrying it before you came across, so would have been fine either way. I appreciate your help, and if you want to come with us, that's fine, but... I mean, you said you had some dead that you lost. I'm surprised you don't seem to care, but we do. So please just let us bury them and put this behind us.
It's not that we don't care, woman. It's that we had to keep running for our own lives to try to rescue this Flune as well.
Death is a part of life, and when you've adventured as long as I have, you see it a lot. You get used to it.
I promised to Flune and bring him back, so regardless of what you think my role in that was, I am going to be accompanying Flune back to Volo either way. So
Okay, sure, and we will let Volo know that we rescued him and then you bothered us a bunch while we were trying to get him back to safety.
Look, all's well and good. Let's just take our debt to the burial first, and we can
take care
just
of your
all go
friends
with Flune.
first.
And I pick up my weapons, important part of this whole thing, and then follow them.
Yes, I do the same thing. I pick up my weapons.
Okay.
I also take my bow back.
Grumac just pats the sword that never left his side.
Well done, Grumac. Well played.
Okay, so as you make your way over to the city, there are several plots around the burial site that are already dug open. A normal death rate within Waterdeep is a couple a day, so usually everyday chore of a graveyard is digging new holes to put bodies in. So you managed to find three pretty neatly spaced plots, fairly close to each other, in a bit of the park area that is where I put the tracker right now. So roughly about this area right here. If I can get everyone there. Roughly everyone there. So in this little area right here.
Okay, but I guess we just hand them over to the priests or whatever does the burying. And
Sure.
I don't actually have to want to stay for the putting in the ground.
Is there a priestess of, or a priest or a priestess of Timora there?
Not currently, no, but you can request one.
Yeah, I will request one for Thaden.
Okay, so his burial will take place later.
That's fine.
I just grab my symbol, close my eyes for a bit, mutter something, and then tap each of their foreheads, kind of reluctantly. Also, Callie, let's go pat, 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 and then leave.
And Phoenix will take out Thaden's coin, and she'll kind of just hold it up next to him, and she says, "Once you're buried, I'll bring this back and leave it with you, so it's always here." And then she puts it back in her pocket.
As you stand there, the priest who will lead the ceremony asks you if you wish to have them buried with all, or if they have any kind of heirs.
I don't know.
Not that we know of, but I guess you can use their stuff as compensation.
It's the service of the city, so they don't need compensation.
I mean, I think Thaden had family, right? Wasn't he famous? Ravensburg or something? I don't know.
So good friends of yours, these were, huh?
Well, actually, we just met him yesterday.
But, you know, they died and we didn't, and we just feel like the least we can do is give them a proper burial.
I think there is good honor in this. Have them put the rest properly.
I guess just bury him with the stuff, or maybe keep the stuff if someone comes looking for it. But
is it possible that
I don't know. Either way, I did my part.
Is it possible that that this one, and she points to Thaden again, is it possible that his stuff could maybe be donated to, like, the Temple of Timora? Maybe people who need it could use it?
Of course.
I think that seems right.
Okay. So that will happen.
I still have his coin, though.
Yeah.
And we go to the Yawning Portal.
Oh, and I still have Kagran's spellbook, too.
Grumac will send a paper bird to Volo to let him know we found Flune.
Good job, Grumac. Good job.
I didn't know you could write, Grumac.
Not well.
You're right.
No, but I'm still shocked that he can.
I learned many things in my monastery, Master Nim. Writing is just one of them.
It could come in handy.
One day I'll show you some calligraphy.
So as we leave the city of the dead, I lean over to Nim, trying to avoid the scary lady and the dwarf, and I say to Nim, "So I don't get it. Were they friends with the Grey Dwarf? It's just me. That's
I don't
a
understand
bit
it either.
odd."
It doesn't sound like they even knew them that well.
Right. Okay. I just want to make sure it was just me. Okay. Thank you.
Master Dwarf, how did you guys come to get this mission from Volo?
We happened to be at the yawning portal where the creature climbed out of the pit. We all helped fight it, and Volo recognized us as adventurers and hired us to find his friend.
Hell, how many other guys do you think this guy hired? I was counting on his paycheck.
Let's hope
Yeah,
we're
at
the only
least.
ones. He is
I really
rich,
hope we don't
though,
get back to him.
isn't he?
I don't know.
He seemed it. I mean, he just gave us these books.
Well, I've heard other stories, but we'll see.
Well, he will have to answer for this.
There we go, a yawning portal.
I try to, as we go along, I'm just trying to strum a pleasant tune to try to keep everybody's spirits up,
Good marching song.
and to enjoy the fact that my lyre is no longer broken.
Okay. What does it sound like?
It sounds like raindrops falling on grass with the gentle song of birds in the back. I don't know. It sounds like it's very uplifting and just very happy and bubbly, like a brook, a
Okay.
bubbling brook.
A bubbling brook it is. So as you bubbling brook your way to the yawning portal, as you open up the door, you see Volo drinking alone, awaiting anxiously the news of Flune's fate. As he sees Flune walk through the door, he jumps up, runs to embrace you, all of 5 of you, and his friend, almost in tears. Flune, oh my dear Flune, they found you. And as he starts looking around the group, he realizes that although he hired all of you, he certainly didn't hire you in this competition. This sets him back a bit.
Something you neglected to tell some of us, Volo. Just wondering.
I use thaumaturgy to make my eyes look like they're like dancing flames again.
Might have been worth mentioning.
Might have been worth mentioning what?
That you hired another group before us to find Flune.
Oh, I've hired many more groups. I really needed to find my friend. And I am very grateful that you have found him indeed.
So there are possibly untold number of groups just wandering around the sewers, currently looking for your friend.
It's a wonder we didn't run into any
Yes.
of them.
Well, what's going to happen when Flune tries to go home and gets, like, kidnapped again by one of these groups you hired? I mean, the poor guy deserves some rest, Volo.
Oh no, I'll send out messages that it's no longer necessary.
Oh, I'd hate to be one of those groups then.
So
Luckily, we're
getting
here.
paid, right?
Yes.
Well,
save our
to be
lives.
clear, Volo, Hjaldur and I rescued Flune, and then these people came up behind us and made it very difficult to get back to you. But I know that they're trying to say that they also rescued Flune, which is not true at all.
I
Didn't
don't
the
believe
three
we
of us-
made it difficult for you. As a matter of fact, we did help.
If he's already prepared to pay 5 shares out, and your 3 friends aren't here to collect theirs, I see no reason why we shouldn't walk away with 3 shares.
You could almost say you rescued Flune, and then we rescued you and Flune.
We were already well on our way out of the sewer when you found us. It would have been different if you maybe came along when we needed you, like when our friends were dying,
Phoenix,
but...
I don't think it's gonna cost us if they also get a share. So I really don't mind.
I don't mind giving them a share at all. What I mind is their arrogance. The fact that these people came and found us, attacked us, and then said, "Oh, look, we saved Flune." What? Like, what logic is that? Just be a little bit humble or gracious of the fact that we made your job very easy.
Well, there's truth in that as well.
2 of our members
Yeah.
died down in those tunnels, woman. Do you think you made our job easy? Perhaps next time I will just take Flume from you and leave you down in the sewers as well.
Wow.
Yeah, you tell
You
me.
sound like a super nice guy. It's alright. Keep
I am
acting like
not.
that. You're gonna get arrested pretty quickly, so.
You knew those guys for how long again?
I don't really think how long you know somebody should matter. There is value in human life, or dwarven life, or half-elf life. There's value in life, whether you think so or not.
Well, Master Volo, here is your friend Flume. What you decide is up to you.
Well, it's going to be a little tricky, I'm afraid. And his face turns a little bit sheepish. I must confess that I have but a few coins to spare at the moment, since my new book hasn't taken off, really. But
Could be
never let it be
'cause
said that Volo reneges on a promise. Allow me to present you with something much more valuable than the money I've promised. And he pulled out a scroll tube. This that I'm holding here is the deed to a remarkable property here within Waterdeep. We'll need a magistrate to witness the transfer of ownership. This will be your reward. I'll arrange a meeting with one after you've inspected the estate and deemed it satisfactory.
Listen, I'm not looking for real estate in Waterdeep. I'm looking to get out of Waterdeep as quickly as possible.
Well, there are multiple gates.
I was just about to say that.
Nim, I think you need to be
Volo.
a bit more specific.
With Nim just sort of gives a deep sigh that looks almost kind of like your breath when it's cold, except the mist is a dark purple color.
Well, I think it's an interesting proposal. Does the property have anything interesting about it? Any fun stories or exciting
Well, it is
something?
it is Trollskull Manor. It's a historic building that I recently purchased in the North Ward, and well, it is rumored to be haunted. And I was hoping that by investigating and buying the property, it would give me new inspiration for my next book. You know, Volo's Guide to Spirits and Spectres. And, well, I haven't had a chance to go there yet, and, well, I'll give you the deed if you find it worthy, instead of paying you.
Phoenix turns to Hjaldur and says, "You know, there is a lot of value in a property in the North Ward."
Yeah, I'm taking this. Oh, this is I love it. I love it.
Sounds good to me. You said it was called what manor? Troll Skull?
Trollskull Manor, yes. It's
Doesn't
up
ma-
in Trollskull Alley.
doesn't matter how valuable this property is. I don't think we're going to be able to sell it if it's haunted.
Wait, what if we destroy the phantoms inside? Would it be worth more then?
Yeah, we could almost turn the house around somehow and sell it for more money.
Or I mean, we could run a business. Or
Yeah.
I could run a business.
That's actually
I'm seeing coins all over.
that's
This is
exactly
amazing.
that's exactly what I was thinking, Hjaldur. I think we could run a business out of it. I mean, I've been in Waterdeep my whole life. I'm not leaving. This would be great to have a business and a fresh
This is
start.
just a chance I've been looking for. I mean, it's very sorry for the dead and all, but this is the best day ever.
Perhaps if we make it an establishment, we could, I don't know, name it something befitting the fallen.
Well, why don't
Yeah,
we check
best day ever,
out-
manor.
Maybe not that,
Rolling Coins Manor.
or that. Well, we can worry about a name later. Why don't we check out the property first? I mean, I would be very happy to have a set location in Waterdeep, seeing as how I don't have a home here. Currently.
Oh, also, Nim was it? Just thought of something. Maybe to bond a bit, you and Phoenix should go to this little magic antique
Antiquity
shop in the city. There's just this guy. He loves purple stuff. You should go there. He'll love you. I swear to God.
We still haven't found anything purple though.
No, this guy. Look at him. He has purple smoke coming out the wahoo.
My hair's purple.
Wahoo.
Oh yeah, she should also go there. He'll love it. They'll love it.
I do love the color purple. Who is this?
What are you thinking, Grumac?
Well, my training courses led me to this city. Under the city lies a treasure trove of opportunity. Having a base of operation may not be the worst thing.
Fine.
Yes. I mean, I'm not sold on the scary lady, but maybe we'll grow on each other.
You've
Grumac
just
saved
never
my life
seen
on
a
food, so-
tiefling before? I mean, we're not that uncommon.
No, I know. I just you
No,
scared
she's
me, so.
commenting on your
I
mean
don't think
demeanor.
it was a
Phoenix.
racial. I don't think it was racial. I feel like
No,
was
it
a
wasn't racial.
personal
She's
difference.
very
just feel-
fiery indeed.
I feel we've gotten off on the wrong foot, and I'm trying to pull back
Well,
on bothering. them.
I apologize if you found me mean, but you came across us at a very bad time after we'd had a very bad day and acquired quite a few losses, and then you attacked us, and then you tried to say that you did the work that we had just done. So, not really the best way to get on my good side.
Understandable. Miscommunications on both sides, I'm sure. Let's say clean slate, and moving forward. Yes.
Oh, that's a great name. Clean slate of Rolling Coins Manor.
Formerly known as Trollskull Manor in the Trollskull area of the North Ward district that may be haunted, but also may not be.
Let's go take
Well,
a
I
look
mean-
at it first, Hjaldur, and see what business we could even turn it into.
Yeah, it's gonna look like a giant pile of coins.
Hopefully it's
I-
not
I
falling
mean,
down.
given the size of the manor, my first thought might be like an inn, but let's just take a look at it first.
What kind of business could these people possibly run out of here?
Okay, so you guys
Yes,
make your way
that's-
over to Troll School.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the map. So, welcome to Troll School Alley, your new home base if you were to accept Troll School Manor.
Dude, I love the maps in this campaign. They're so fun.
Aww.
Yeah.
They're so fun. That's all.
So in front of you lies the Troll Skull Alley. On the crossroad with a house with the little tower on it. In front of you, that I'm pointing at. Can everybody
Yep.
see it? Great.
Yes.
This entire compound is Troll Skull Manor.
So that whole area.
Yeah.
Nice.
We still have yet to bathe. Nim's gonna look
Like
for
that?
amenities of some sort.
Sorry, what?
We are still covered in sewage.
Yes.
Nim is going to look for some sort of amenity to stop smelling like sewage.
I mean, there's an
Right.
entire
Does
manor
the manor?
to check
I'd
out.
say the manor might have a bathing
Perhaps
room.
the manor has a
Yes, he
watching
is.
facility.
This is where he is planning to search for amenities in the
Ah,
manor
there you
that
go.
we are at.
Inside the manor. I thought
Inside.
just on the street.
No, inside the manor
Okay.
was. I don't know why that wasn't clear.
Because you guys are still on the street.
Okay.
Okay. So in front of you is a 4 stories tall, boasting balconies, a turret, 5 chimneys, abandoned building, but it's one of the grandest in Trollskull. When you arrive, all the doors around it are boarded up. What do you do?
I mean, perhaps we should. I don't know.
So we cannot open the door.
I mean,
I
you
mean,
can just
Volo-
remove the boards and go in.
Volo's the current owner, and he did give us permission to go inside, so I think it's.
Is he with us?
Volo now.
Do we want to go inside a house that's not
You have the
ours?
deed on you right now.
Oh, we do. Okay, all right. Oh,
It still
so
has to be
So there's-
transferred to you guys if you were to accept it, but for now you can enter the process.
Well, and it seems pretty clear to me that he did give us permission to go in and look around and
Yeah,
decide
yeah,
if we wanted it. So,
Right,
is
I
it
just
is
didn't
it
wanna risk
just
getting caught.
is it just boarded up, or is there a lock?
No, it's just boarded up.
I guess-
It's been empty for quite a while. Like it's in a state of certain decay. There would be a lot of work to get this entire building up and running
What
again.
time is it?
Right now, roughly about noon.
So, I mean, I'm enthusiastic to deal with this whole venture, but maybe we should rest up, come back here smelling fresh, feeling fresh, to have fresh eyes. Far be it from me to expect specters, but if there's something in there, I'd hate to run into it now.
Yeah, I mean, chances are it's probably just a ghost story like so much else in this town, but you're not wrong, and I mean, I could eat, to be honest. I'm hungry.
I don't care what we do as long as I get a chance to bathe.
Sounds like a good idea to find a different inn, but I would like to take a quick walk around the outside of the property. Any windows that aren't boarded up? Anything I can peek in? See anything inside? Do I know anything about the
I
property?
join her on this walk.
Sure. Most of them are dust filled or very dirty windows. The things that you can see within is you reckon that you're peeking into an old tavern's tap room, and it's filled with broken furniture, tarnished silverware, casks of wine that have probably turned to vinegar by now, worthless detritus. Um, it's empty besides that, except for cobwebs, dust, and pretty much some harmless rats that you see scurrying about. It's just an old abandoned building. It's been abandoned quite a while. But yeah, there's quite a decent sized tap room for an operating tavern there.
Right. So I'll go back to the group and I'll say, all right, well, whoever it was that mentioned a tavern, spot on. Well done. It's a tap room in there. But yes, bath sounds good. And food.
Okay, so you all make your way to respective residencies, ergo inns or taverns, and that is, I think, a perfect point to stop this session. So next time we'll start with you getting out of the meeting up here, fresh for a first glance of your potential new property.
This is Mac, and I will tolerate you watching for now.
This is turning into a reality TV show. 5 strangers, half of which who seem to hate each other currently,
Exactly.
are all going
Welcome
to a
to the
mansion
real life.
together.
what will happen when these
Real life Waterdeep.
Oh,
Real
oh, wait,
adventurers
the-
of Waterdeep.
No, the real roll.
the real? Oh wow!
No.
Time down. Okay, guys, it's your turn to change it.
The real rolled. I love it.
What did I miss? The real what?
The real rolled. That's the new name of the show. We're changing it. You got to change the whole layout and everything now.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.